thank you very much. Dimitri, doing a great job as per usual. And from the lovely sounds of your voice to the most shrill sounds of the whistle of the former head camp counselor. My name is Joe Dombrowski, by the way. Thank you for watching us here at Christmas Trios on Independent Wrestling TV. It's been an incredible quarterfinal round thus far, and what a way to cap it off with perhaps the highest stakes you could have in a quarterfinal round, as Team Dropdown looks to face perhaps the most inspirational Trios team, perhaps the most unlikely Trios team ever in Trios tournaments, as there you see the Camp Leapfrog champion, a very good professional wrestler, flanked by, based on reaction, maybe the tugboats to his Hulk Hogan, as far as just being so thrilled and enamored at being teamed with such a successful champion, Abs, and certainly Abby Jane, two curious choices. As you see, temper is boiling over. Let's get the introductions.
This match is a Trios quarterfinal match. Ex-head counselor Johnny Moran, Kris and Saber Dorado. They are the team that Johnny Moran can actually pronounce. Camp Dropdown.
No doubt that a very good professional wrestler looks up to his namesake, and you'll see, hopefully, looks good in selfies as well. Abby Jane wants to preserve this moment, as Abs and Abby Jane really didn't feel that they were going to get a partner. We're going to find somebody that wanted to team with them as a part of Christmas Trios, and they were surprised, and certainly they received, in the eyes of many, a Christmas miracle of sorts. Matchup underway now, as we see a tie-up between a very good professional wrestler and a very poor ex-camp counselor. And it certainly seems that a very good professional wrestler wants to be giving, wants to help out the next generation, for lack of a better term, that next crop of talent coming up, and kind of teach them a thing or two about a thing or two. And at the same time, defend the honor and sanctity of Camp Leapfrog against Team Dropdown. It's a lot on the plate of a very good professional wrestler, but I think it is very noble of him to take two struggling, let's face it, lovable losers under his wing and hopefully bring them up to his level. And very good, looking as such right now against ex-counselor Johnny Moran. Moran, of course, sent here by Dr. Ethan Wild, who can't leave well enough alone. And looking to steal the Trios tournament and the Trios championship for some sort of French camp. They've created an opposition of Camp Leapfrog. You don't want to run opposition. It's bad for business. And I don't even know the name of this French camp, as of course Saber Dorado, easy for me to say, with trying to get my my Espanol accent down, but you know, I'm tongue-tied looking at the name of this French camp that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce. Anyone this side of Frenchy Martin would be able to pronounce this thing, but Dr. Wild, who is wink at his camp somewhere, his cabin, I should say, wants these individuals to do his dirty work, and not looking good for Saber Dorado thus far. Saber Dorado. Got it that time. As the trap to the arm and the shoulder of a very good professional wrestler, showing that technical skill, showing that sweet science that has gotten him where he is today in so many different facets of our industry, certainly not the least of which is the Camp Leapfrog Championship. Dorado reversing things and comes up to a vertical base. Certainly a lot of things are on the mind of Very Good. You have to surmise based on the pressure on his shoulders, but also the fact we're just in the first round and he's got to look ahead to all potential competition. Dorado talking some trash. You got to wonder what would happen if a Very Good professional wrestler would cross paths with Boomer Hatfield in this tournament, which I understand there's a estranged relationship there still. Some bad blood still exists, some family feud from days gone by. And trapping down, dropping on top of the shoulders is a Very Good professional wrestler. Going to near fall on Dorado. Of course, Sabre Dorado and Kris Horror Show have been recruited to run back up for ex-Counselor Moran, and Maestro Cradle gets a near fall. And I have not seen a dent in the armor of a Very Good professional wrestler thus far. He's performed very admirably, and I hope Abs and Abby Jane are taking notes, because this has been a bona fide clinic. I sense a tentative nature on Abs and Abby Jane, as, I mean, you got to wonder. Abby Jane's a little eager. She wants in there. She wants a shot. Abby Jane has not wrestled, by the way. This is her first match, from what I understand. She has not had any experience in professional wrestling. I think maybe Very Good professional wrestler made it look a little easy, a little fun, and there's nothing fun about Kris Horror Show, who looks to be a walking bad mood. And Very Good decides to err on the side of caution. And I agree with him here. I would not want to send Abby Jane in with a completely fresh Horror Show right off the bat. I think that's a wise maneuver on the part of a Very Good professional wrestler. Another collision. Meanwhile, you've got Abs on the outside, who has that participation trophy, who can only retain it by losing, so that shows you that his record is not too intact. So it's going to come down to the right time to bring those partners in, and Horror Show is begging to be hit as hard as possible. Jeez, and responding in kind. The physicality. I'm losing this real bad. This is not fun and games when it comes to these two individuals. This is a gut check. Who wants it more? And with Salt Snow waiting in the semifinal for whatever team is victorious, it's not going to get any easier for either trio. With distance comes momentum, and Horror Show able to cut that off at the pass as a Very Good professional wrestler inadvertently charges into the right hand. An intense takedown, and you see that glare. You see that face. Horror Show's here to win. Horror Show's here to... he's not here to take a hard landing to the floor like that. Very dangerous, unprotected out there. And again, Trio's lucha-style rules as Moran comes in off the departure of his partner hitting the senton. I'm not sure if Moran's attire was meant to be intimidating. Distracting, yes. He's got that going for him. And notice, Very Good, momentum took him to the outside, and the official is counting that as a tap. Here comes Abby Jane. First action as a professional wrestler. She got a drop kick off. Look at her. She's a little spitfire. She's got spunk. And Very Good professional wrestler tags back in. I thought that was a very good opening salvo from Abby Jane, and to our point, she picked her spot, and so did Abs. He'll never win best Abs, but he'll win most Abs every time. But he gets some sort of comfort, some sort of power, some sort of spiritual motivation from his abdominals. And by God, whatever works for you, run with it, go for it. And Dorado cannot penetrate the power of the Abs. And I could go for a pun there that I'm not going to take, just say that Abs gets the advantage. This is not wise. I don't know if it's like a Lex Luger thing where there's a steel plate where his abs in an accident. I'm not sure. I'm not going to speculate. I touched them one time. I bruised my hand. And a defensive drop kick, if you will, to take Abs off the vertical base and plant it face first as Moran comes in. I think hitting Abs in said abs is much like striking a Samoan in the head. It's not wise. You shouldn't do that. It's probably day one wrestling school type of thing. Horror show back in. And we talked about that Abs, I mean, he's got a participation trophy. He's the participation champion of Camp Leapfrog. Literally, the best thing he does is show up, and it's all downhill from there. So that's where we're standing with who is fighting for the sanctity of Camp Leapfrog against the evil French-backed insurgents. Dorado with a choke. His abs certainly his abs can't protect his larynx. Where's the sound bite for you? Dorado, dare I say, a Cheshire Cat grin on his face. Abs has been neutralized. Ring has been cut off at its hypotenuse. Moran back in. Moran looking to regain some of that integrity that he had when he and Dr. Wilde had a little bit more in their favor. They can have all the power. They can have all the stroke. The victory here. And then certainly they'll need to go on and do it a couple more times. Only the quarterfinal round is Horror Show is fish hooking Abs. And it's not the most ethical thing. As Abs is almost motivated by that cheap shot, he's sending Horror Show by his abs. Hey, play to your strengths, right? Double clothesline, both athletes down. Could be a turning point in this matchup. Abs has two fresh bodies. He's looking to get in there. Horror Show needs a tag as well. Abby Jane, she's got a bunch of energy. Very good pro wrestler's reputation speaks for itself. Who's Abs gonna reach? He tagged Abby Jane. I don't think very good was expecting that. Hey, an arm drag. An arm drag. Dorado didn't have a chance to get in the ring. I'm digging this Abby Jane. Springboard, arm drag, lucha style. Welcome to Christmas Trio's Abby Jane, who thought she'd be watching from the sidelines. But what if she wins it all? Well, very good professional wrestler tagged himself in and got caught coming in with that Uranagi. I thought Abby Jane was going to come out with something big. Very good rolls out, and Abby Jane, unfortunately, has lost her momentum. That moment's reprieve allows Horror Show to scoop Abby Jane up in that barrel. She's obviously much smaller here, and just that upper body strength of Horror Show squeezing away at the ribs and the lung and the intercostal cartilage and just all the damage it's doing. Oh, she may be out. This'll do it. The inspiration. Wait a minute. I thought the Cinderella story was ending well before the clock struck midnight, but not to be. Abby Jane's got a chance. Abby Jane is able to break through from the clothesline and bring Abs back in. The most unlikely trio in history. And when I say history, I mean the history of any three people who were ever located anywhere are going to pull this off. Just like Abs pulled off that shirt to expose his well, rather plentiful physique. And these people are crazy for abs, and Moran may have broken a shin bone by not doing his homework. And an abs plex. You only see that here at Christmas Trio. Moran is dazed and out on his feet, and abs charges in. What? I just saw a tag. Very good. Tag the foot of abs. And abs is on a roll. Abs is doing a great job. I don't know that he needed the tag at that particular point. I mean, Moran is down for 3 and a lot more. That could have been the match. I get the eagerness of a very good pro wrestler, the DDT, and the cover. And it's academic from there. I don't know that it was needed, but hey, there's your exclamation point on the sentence. And very good professional wrestler. Got the pin. The team moves on, and that's great. I mean, I think we saw a lot out of Abs and Abby Jane that we never expected. Incredible effort. I think they overachieved. I think they over-delivered. And that's a great thing. And very good professional wrestler. Maybe had some doubts about the end of that match, and maybe a little bit upset over how the strategy went. But bottom line, they're moving on to the semifinals, and the most unlikely trio. They could win the whole thing. Celebration time, yeah.